You are live.
And then we're going to go back to Safari. Then we're going to go, then hit present. And now look at your live.
Kind of nervous right now.
Do you see it? Do you see it?
He said like something wrong with that, and let me refresh the page.
Okay, let me go to.
Oh yeah.
You see it?
Yes, I see it, but it's still not like
Now look at your live.
nervous right now.
Do you see it? Do you see it?
He said like something wrong. Click to exit full screen. There's only like click to exit full screen.
Like what you see on YouTube is what everybody's going to see.
It's still not like kind of slow.
Wait. No, okay, let me see. What happened to OBS? Okay, so exit. Okay. I'm looking at it now. I see you, but then your presentation, for whatever reason, and then go back to OBS. I'm going to make sure it's feeding from the right one. So basically, we're going to go to, yeah, it's feeding from the right one.
So how about if I do a slide PowerPoint here?
Yeah, we should be able to open up your PowerPoint.
Here.
Okay, then now in your PowerPoint, let's just first make sure that OBS would be feeding from that.
So how about if I do slide PowerPoint here?
Yeah, we should be able to open up your PowerPoint. Okay, so we'll change our source. Okay, then now in your PowerPoint, let's just first make sure that hit right click, properties. Microsoft PowerPoint. Presentation. Okay. Now we should be able to. Maybe we need to narrow that down a little bit. If we wanted to, we could actually have just what people see be spilling off the page, and then you could just center it that way.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
So we'd have this. If we wanted to, we could actually have just what people see be spilling off the page, and we can just center it that way.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. What's the link for the live right now?
I can share it to you right now.
Wait a second. Is this the PowerPoint? If I do like slideshow in the PowerPoint, will that be a full screen in the that?
Okay, then let's go to present. Let's click on present in this, and then we'll see what it does. And then now on YouTube, it will take a little bit because it's on a delay. Now it may be too big, so basically you may need to shrink it down. Okay, then let's go to present. Click on present in this, and then we'll see what it does. And we have to wait a few seconds because there's a little bit of a delay. And then now on YouTube, it will take a little bit because Is it?
Didn't show. Hello? Hello? Yeah, I'm testing with Simbi right now. Okay.
Okay, let's see. Because it doesn't seem like it's showing up on OBS, so let's see. Let me just shrink this down.
Okay, Simbi is getting the link for the short link for their live. Yeah, I'm testing with Simbi right now. Okay. Okay. Okay, bye. And then there's a video like doing the.
Is it within your link?
Yes, it's in the. Wait a second.
You don't want the display, I guess.
And then there's a video like doing the.
Is it within your link?
Yes, it's in the. I think it's on the fifth slide. There is a video.
Okay, well, first we need it to show up when we're actually doing the presentation. So click it into presentation mode.
This is the presentation.
Yeah, but then, yeah, there. And let's see how it appears on the screen. First, we need it to show up when we're actually doing the presentation. So click it into presentation mode. Yeah, but then, yeah, there. Let's see how it appears.
Nothing changed.
Yeah. Okay, click full size.
Or do you think do it back to this one? So difficult.
Hey, did you say 1:30 to 3?
1.
Yeah, I see. Well, if you look at Avery's moment, you can learn to paint at home. Teacher Regina will lead the children to draw food and hamburgers at 1:30.
1:30, really? Oh my god. What's the link? What's the link for the YouTube?
For the YouTube?
Mm-hmm.
The YouTube, I just shared it to you.
Where did you send to me? Oh yeah, I saw it. The sound is so delayed.
Yeah, you're in the future and we're in the past. Yeah, you're in the future.
It's just like, oh, the life, the normal life is. Welcome to the cafe. Okay. Seems like there's no way like we can maybe just do the. And here there is a video. How can I present this video?
Okay, so we are live. Okay, so the best way we can do it is we can actually zoom in on it using OBS.
Using Safari or what?
No, yeah, we can. Hold on, let me try. Go to OBS and then stretch the window.
Okay, here is the video I want to show.
Okay, so the best way we can do it is we can actually zoom in. Like you can set your video to first let's get OBS to frame everything. And then when you want to set the videos, I would suggest having that on a separate tab and then basically setting that in OBS to be invisible until you want to play it.
Okay, so
so basically open it up on a separate tab.
Open up like adding one browser?
No, you first have to open the browser and find that video.
Yeah, I already have that here.
Okay, then go to window capture.
Okay. So OBS, go to window capture and then okay?
Yes.
Okay,
Then for now, let's stop. Well, I'll stop streaming. So basically, in some ways, we won't have too many. So which of the video? Do you see it?
Which one? I don't know which one.
Okay, what was the title of the video?
Tricks advertisers use to. Where?
So which of the video? Do you see it?
Maybe I can put it in another one.
Okay, hold on. Let's do something. So basically, let's stop streaming for now. So basically, then we can get all this sorted out.
Okay.
So go to stop streaming. All it'll do is just
I think just start streaming, but it's still loading.
You hit start streaming in OBS.
Yeah, I already did. But just keep.
Okay, just wait a few seconds.
Okay. Testing, testing. I have two camera, two computer screen. Maybe I need to put it closer. So 3-dimension, you see that the ceiling top. Hi, Avery. So today it's our live class, so we can use different material, just see what you have. For me, like I will do a painting, but you guys can do marker, watercolor, crayon, anything, because I'm going to introduce some artists and then we are going to making some fun project. Okay, so it's almost 1 o'clock. I think we will start in in 2 minutes. Let me share this with you before the class started. My daughter just did this one, and she called it Lake with Rose. And then we worked together, and she did all the blue for the lake, and then we tried really hard to making different kind of green on the background, and then I just say, oh, we need to use dark green and light green, and she say, no, I need to use blue, and then we try really hard to fill out the background, because most of my art classes, I don't want to leave any white gap in between, so we work really hard for the background, and then we did the rose later on. So in the future, start next week, we have some a visual class online, so then we can do some project like this. If you have any good suggestion, you can also leave in comments or send email to us. We are accepting various of idea, and we try to make art more fun and suitable for everyone. Okay, time's 1 o'clock. Okay. Thank you everyone who joined the Cathay School STEAM stream today. Today's topic is fill in. Today's topic is food illustration. And for those of you who do not know about the Cathay School, it's an international recognized education institute and community culture space with year-round programming and an early education center. Our early education starting at 2 years old, and we also have some playhouse like activity starting zero, and our core aims is to provide innovative, comprehensive educational experience and opportunities for children and families. Think of Cathay as your one-stop shop for exploring your child's interests, building on their strengths and applauding their achievements. Okay, so today we are doing food illustration, and I'm the teacher, Regina. So nice to meet you, everyone. It's kind of feeling fun to like look at the screen and talk to myself. Okay, for the food illustration, so first of all, I would like to do a little fun project with you guys. So first, let's see, this is a graphic association. Okay, so what this picture, these little pieces is from masterpieces. So someone paint a really big picture. We just get a little pieces, and then you can base on these little pieces and develop your idea. So what picture can you make that incorporate the image on the left? And then if you have a paper and a pencil, I guess you guys all have. If you don't have pencil, maybe you have ball pen or chalk. Then you can just draw a simple shape like the middle one, and then you can develop your idea. Let's get you 3 minutes. Around 3 minutes, you can start develop your idea. Or if you don't want to draw, you can also thinking about what it looks like, or if I were you, if you were doing these graphic association, what kind of picture you are picture in your mind? Maybe it looks like what, like a red moon, or a bacon, or there is a Chinese character like a, oh no, a Japanese character, like there is a moon on their forehead. So like Sailor Moon have a moon on their hand, or is that like a nail, like a nail kind of shapes, or what else? Any of you guys have ideas for that? You can also type in comments. So quiet. Okay. We have 2 more minutes for these, and if you still thinking about that, I would like you guys thinking about what kind of possible you guys can have, because after these, so I might introduce these fantastic artists for you guys. So and based on these, our Enlightening Art program is trying to build a strong connection between the little artists and the great artists, and also we provide like a gallery, field trip, and workshop. So it will bring the art atmosphere for the kids to develop their idea. Minecraft, that's cool. Okay, so if it's in their like on-site classes, or like we have a visual class starting next week, so like you guys will do this project and then share with me, because now it's a stream, so like I just go for the next step. Okay, so these pieces is from these pieces. So do you guys know what's this a picture of? Do you think this is a photography, a photo, or a painting, or what do you think? Anyone have any idea? Why I keep seeing you guys say hi, like this is oh, this is an egg. Yeah, actually this is an egg. But what medium did the artist use? Do you know that? It looks so realistic. Like it's hard to tell, right? And how does this picture make you feel? Do you want to touch it? You want to poke it, or you want to eat it? Is that cool? You make you feel hungry. Oh, cool. Yes, it did. Okay. Did you guys already eat lunch or not yet? Okay, this is made by painting. So this artist is using the oil paint to create this interesting picture. Okay, so this is the artist. So now we are coming to step 2, which is art history appreciation. The name is really hard to pronounce, so I just say, oh, this artist is known for producing a ultra realistic food painting. Like you see that he made the egg here. The egg on the bottom, and also you see at the top he was making a really big picture about those like sandwich, like salt, pepper, and glasses. So you see that it's just like, oh, it looks so real, like you cannot tell, oh, this is a picture or this is a painting. So there are so many different ways of doing doing art. Like there is a realistic style, and also there is like some like painting or different kind of style. Okay, and then now I'm going to show you how is the food is fun in so many different ads. So let's see this cool video. Okay. Ooh, wait a second, sorry. Okay, here, can you see the video? Oh, sorry. Yeah, you can. Hello. How do you feel about those interesting, we are taking a photo for that? Is that cool? So if you see oh, the burger is so huge on the advertisement and it's not like real in the real stuff. Okay, so now let's keep going. So why we combine the food and the art? Because food is a universal sense necessary. People need food to survive. And in art, food help convey status. Certain dishes and ingredients connect to royalty, while others rely their plight of the populace through narrative and still life, and from old world classic to pop art, food roots an image in time and place. Okay, and for my personal, I love food so much, and I like art. So now this is how we come for today: the food illustration. Okay, and then we also are looking for some artists did food in the past, like Paul. He was making a really like a tradition like oil painting style of food. And then I remember when I go to high school, like the teacher was telling me, you see that he was doing so great, and he is the only one who can use the dark line circle out the fruit, but you guys still see it's like really like 3 dimension, because usually if you are doing the painting, if you get a dark line to circle out this fruit, the teacher must tell you, stop it, like you just make the fruit jump out of the background, and it's not you cannot do that. But he was the only one who can use this skill and make the fruit still melted in the background, not like a too like you see the outline for that, but still have that skill. Okay, and then as the famous illustrator Norman Rockwell, and he was doing a lot of illustration for the an old magazine. Like you can see, oh, this is the Thanksgiving food dishes, and people are laughing dishes on the table, and I remember when I go to Micah for my grad school, the teacher was keep talking about the illustration to become a fine art. They've been through a really long time period, and it's really fun to look back for the old illustration, and then they are doing so well and picking up all the people's face skill and the things on the table. But at that time, the illustration is not fine art, so they cannot get into the gallery or museum, because illustration is commercial style, and the painting and the artists, they are real artists. But now it's kind of more even, illustration can be in the gallery as well, so it's kind of cool. Okay, and also we are talking about Jesus. The name is hard to pronounce, but you can see this artist using a lot of fruit and vegetable and the place, things like that, to combine to a figure, the face, and then he was also using oil painting to do it. So is that cool? My screen is flashing and I don't know how to deal with that. So let's keep going. And then let's come with a more like contemporary artist doing. So this is Winey, and he was doing so many cake, ice cream, dessert, pie. And then through he's often classified as a pop artist, it would be more accurate to call American painter. And then he is doing really good, like, but they call this is like pop art. And then in the future, like you guys would like to have like really interest like some artists, you can also like go online to find his name, and then during their enlightening art classes, artists and the art history appreciation is a must-have every class. So if you would consider to sign up for our art class, that would be great experience in your whole life. Okay, and also this is the most famous artist now. Do you know who he is? Oh, I have the name on it. His name is Andy Warhol, and he was deeply in the democracy of mass producing products. So he have a lot of different like screen printing and also like some of painting. And this is one of the famous painting is called the Cambrel Soup. And then this installation of 32 paintings of the soup cans represent the series that start them, or as he would continue to recreate Campbell's signature products in silk screen and sculpture throughout his career. So like, and also you guys remember the Marilyn Monroe like portrait, and also Chairman Mao, like he was like trying to recreate a lot of those like signature like a character or like a stuff use screen printing, things like that. So you can also like when we look back what we just display those artists, they all using different kind of skill, like not only painting but screen printing and like oil painting and like some other things. Okay, and also this is another artist, like the first artist we mentioned, his name is Louis Gui. It's hard to pronounce, but he was also making this really delicious painting. Oh my god, like it just doesn't like a painting. So cool. Okay. And also Joe Pankman. This is the easier name in after all that I can pronounce. So you see that they are all using the painting to do that. So that's why I choose to painting today. But also you guys are welcome to use other material, because start from next week we will have some virtual classes, but those virtual classes will be like I will like let you know like what material you should prepare ahead of time. And also we have some really good artists teacher who can teach you how to use the material you have at home, like the most normal material. Then we will build something really cool. Okay, so let's do it. So first, I would like you to start with the food you like and sketch it out and have a canvas, or it can be anything, perhaps a paper plate or an old coaster or a sheet or paper, and have a medium like you can get it and make it. So first, start with the foods you like. What kind of food you like? You see that on the background, I have some picture already. So see the left one, bubble tea. So you can drink, you can draw different kind of drinks like a bubble tea, like fruit tea, or like my friend really like the 3JS, like they're including bubbles, jelly, and pudding. So like it's really like delicious. Oh, stay at home recently, I really want to drink something. And also on the top there's like a cat style of the bread. You can put like jam, peanut butter, egg, and bacon on it. And in the middle, there will be more like a fast food, like bacon, fries, pizza. Why there is, oh, I thought it's umbrella, but actually it's just sausage with fork and sandwich. And on the right corner there is some like a pastry, like those fancy like French style cake or tart. And then on the left right bottom, and then there is some like hot pot, my favorite, and then some food and things like that. It's so cool. I want to do a lot of. And then now let's sketch it out. So if you have a paper or like and then you can you can get it out to, then you can think about what you want to do and just draw a simple one. And then we are going to get the material for doing the paint. Okay, so for the sketch, like you can also see the idea from this picture and see how they can how you are going to get it. Or if you have something at home you really want to do, then just get it, put it next to your paper, and then you can try to draw the outline and the shapes for that. Okay. I know maybe some of you guys already stay at home for a really long time and didn't go outside to buy something. So you can also like download it. You can also ask your mom or ask your parents to open the phone to get online to see, oh, if you would like to do a burger, search a burger. If you want to do other foods, then you can take a look. Okay? Start sketching. Okay? Do you want to have some music?
Cut. What's the line?
Cut. Have some music. Or I can show you some the picture from our previous artist to let you like refresh your memory for those artists who can do a really nice picture. And then I have some more, and then Google have a lot more. And you can also type in food painting or food illustration. Okay. Tijaf, Spenderary. Can't do it. Okay. Okay, so then let's have a medium. So I also bring out some of my material like This is from IKEA because I carry this for so long and it just like kind of breaks, so that's why I can use, just find some material. The surface is not that like smooth, like having some texture. Okay. Or there's some board, I save it because before I'm mounting my picture. Oh, I can show you like mounting my picture, and this is some left. So let's get a, I can do a really simple sketch for you guys to see how we can do it. Like for example, like getting a paper. Let me make myself bigger so you can see clear. Oh, so big. Okay, for example, like if I want to make a burger, so first, and then this is what I always told my student, like don't start on the bottom paper. And then, so first layer will be maybe here. And then I can also start with my, and then I can do another, okay, I can do a top, the bread on the top. And then I can do a vegetable. And then a meat. And some cheese. And then some like a bacon, cheese, egg, and things like that. And another meat. And then the bread. And then maybe making some line. And then you see that because the burger is on top of the table, so I don't want you guys to start on the bottom, so then I can have a horizontal line on the back. So, and then put a little napkin on it. So this will be a burger on the paper. Okay, so now after you're done with the sketch, and then we are going to have a medium. Okay, so if you don't have paint, then you can use a marker or a color pencil to like after you finish the sketch line, and then you can just like go online, go directly to draw it on. Or if you have paint and this is what you need to start, follow me, is first, this is when you are at home, you should do that because it just saves you so much energy to wash the plates and things like that. Okay, so this is my old color plates. So you can see I was using a plastic wrap to cover the plate. And then after I finish painting that, oh, this is the paper plates using to do this picture. Okay, so you see that I just used not much color and it can create something really cool. And then ta-da! Still have a nice place, and then this is really cool, like being an artist work. Okay, and then I love to save these, but at the same time, like I will having a paper and then open that to cover the plate. Why I choose white plates? Because when you mixing the color, you don't want to have like too much color pattern on it. It will like block your color sense. So like you see that I just hold it really tight to cover the plate. So then you have a plate, and then the next step is you are going to put the color on top. Zoom! I already did. Okay. And then you see that I already have different color on the plate. Because just want to let you know, sometimes like when we are doing some painting, it's not like it's only one or two color, and then the student will ask like why we need to have like a lot of different color if the picture is not shown, because sometimes the color, if you go directly on the paper, which just make the picture like which just make the picture like the color is not that like mild, like it just like too rush, too like the color is not like cook, like it's kind of like cooking, the color is too raw, so you want to like make the color like a nice and like mild, like for the color you like the really sharp yellow or the what's that called, camelon, those like a pastry from macaron, like those color, like you know, like they already mix several color together to make those like a really fancy pinky green, like pink green color. So and also when you are finish the paint, so then you need to prepare the water and the paper towel. And then because every time once you wash your plate, then you need to wash your brush, then you need to use the paper towel to dry out your brush, then you can start painting, otherwise it's too much water, and then after you finish painting the whole picture is like leaking. So let's start it. Okay, so I'm going to paint on this tiny paper. Oops, let me turn around my camera. Just hold on. For your like a better view, so I'm going to use a big canvas, but you guys are welcome to use any medium you have, because if I do it on a bigger paper, so I think canvas, so I think you guys can see it more clear. Okay. Okay, oops. So let's make it. Okay, and I also want to share with you is this is my demonstration for what I did before, because I was doing it step by step. I was doing it step by step. You see that I paint the burger, and then adding some highlight color, and also adding some fries next to it. So you can see that on top is my plate. So I always do that. Every time you just use the little brush to dip the color on the edge, okay? On the edge, don't just go directly in the center, because if you do it on the edge, so later on you can still get the fresh color. Okay, and then this is some of my students' work. They are using different material. You can see they are using the paper, cut out different color paper, and then they are using clay, air dry clay to do it like a pizza, to put it in the oven. And also there is a picnic picture was due by a student. Her name is Joanna, and they are like 8 years old. And then we also have the last picture is from Manga, and she was 10 years old, but she was like making something more complicated, like an axe on the pan, and then she used a lot of like hot glue to making, and then like the foam board to make a meatballs, spaghetti, and then use the sauce and paint the yellow as the cheese. So, and also the bacon. So like this, if from this distance maybe you cannot see the detail, but they are making something really cool. Because during the class I'm going to give a really open topic, like for today I'm saying the food. So then they need to go to see what kind of food they want to do and what kind of material they want to do, and then they need to finish the picture. And you see that the marker Joanna she leave no white gap, and then which is really like she was worked really hard, because like before she come to my class, like she just like randomly doing that, but later on like I put like we work really hard together, and then I think this looks really good right now. Okay, so let's start it. Okay, can you see? Okay, for doing the painting, usually we are using pencil. Okay, so today I'm going to do how about let's do a hot dog instead of a burger. So like hot dog. So no, don't start it on the bottom of the paper. So do the hot dog is like that, and then there's a hot dog in the middle. Another bread. Can you see? And then there is a Coke. I don't want to draw fries again, so just draw a Coke and a store. Okay, and then napkin on the bottom, because I don't want to have the food on the table. And then horizontal line on the back. Okay. So just make a really simple one. So if you want to make a hot pot or something, that would be cool, but there's a lot of color in it. So today we're just making something not that difficult. Okay, so I'm going to put my paint and stuff on right here. Ooh, such a nice setup. See? My plates here, my cups and water, and paper towels here, and my paint is here. Okay, let's start it. Okay, so first, because like we need to use some paper, use some outline, so I would like to use brown color. Like get your brush. So this time you need to get a little bit water in it, and then get a little bit brown. Why brown? Because like a lot of color, they will be easy to like switch color. Like if you start with blue, later on if you put some yellow on it, so it will become green. But brown color is the most mild color, so then you don't need to worry, oh, some other color touch it, it will become some other color. Okay, so now let's zoom myself. Okay, I'm making the full picture. Okay, so first get a little bit brown, but you need to like blend it the color in, so just don't make it too much paint still, too much paint. The color need to be melted like that, and then I try to outline it. Oh my god, I suddenly remember like when I was doing the adult painting night, like I was teaching these step by step. Okay, and then a drink. It's just like having an outline. Don't put too much paint, okay? And then the door here, and the table line, and also a napkin here. If you cannot follow my speed, so thinking about sign up for the visual class so I can wait for you. But now I'm going to wait for a little bit while. Like after you finish, if you want to do like a pizza or something. Actually, where's my burger? Oh, here's my burger. So here's burger, so I can do it at the same time if you want to see other skill. Burger is the same, like do the outline. But now, like since the more like, cause when I go to high school in China for my college, we are doing a lot of those practice. Is you need to find the color, like where is the shadow. So again, getting some brown color. You see that the dark part is the food, like connected each other, and then there's some shadow, and then must be have like in now we can start adding some paint to make the, you see that the difference between the color and the paint, but it's still really light because I don't want to make it too dark. I'm coloring those meats, okay? Okay, see that? And so now let's do it. Get the plate, and then for the, let's do the darker color first. So I'm going to do the sausage. Okay, the sausage is red color, but are we going to get the red and go directly to the paper? No, never. Okay, you need to blend the color before you go on top. So maybe mix, because we want to start with a dark color, so we can blend it. Like you see that I get the paint and then mix some brown color here. Remember, now the brush need to be, you need to dry out the water. Okay, I don't want to see too much oily. Okay, so we start with the red and the brown, and now because like we want to make the red color more dark, so we can adding a little bit like a green color in it. So start with the brown color we have, and then you can try to mix a little bit blue or some other color, just making the red color, directly adding some white on it, it will become a really pinky color. So try not to adding white color to the red. You can, if you want to make a lighter red color, so you can adding yellow color. So for example, like right now I'm going to, like, cause the dark color already done, so then I'm going to adding some red, like more red color, but I'm still based on the color. You see that? Start from the dark to the light, like I was doing step by step, and then adding some yellow on it. Yellow and red. Oh, I forgot tomato here, so maybe I can just adding some tomato here. Okay, and then now because I already adding the red and the yellow, so now I can adding some white. So you see that I always start from the bottom. Don't dip in the middle, okay? Because if you dip in the middle, and then later on you will like having a lot of different color dip in the middle, so then you will never have the pure white color, so you need to go get more. And this is like saving your painting style of acrylic painting. And then you see that I adding a little bit red here, still have some like pinky color, so I need to adding some yellow back and red. Okay. Ooh, this color. Okay, now the sausage was done. Ooh, it's a really bright sausage. Okay. And then what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do the bread. So the bread, like I'm going to wash my brush. Professional way to wash brushes. Don't leave the brush inside the cup, because if you leave the brush inside the cup, like later on, the brush will be cracker. And after that, you see that it's. And then get the paper towel. We just pull out, dry the brush. Okay. Still a little bit red is fine, but if you are doing particularly like yellow and blue or green color, so then you need to be careful. Okay, and now the bread color is I'm getting brown color on the bottom, because like the yellow color and the darker side is like, because the bread is like a yellow brown color, so I can have the brown a little bit here, and then like more and more yellow, and then yellow and white. So this is the 3 color I'm going to do it on the bread, the same as the burger. So first I'm going to get a little bit like those muddy brown, and then mix a little bit with brown, because brown color is really good too if you want to have something really like red color. I want to have the darker red. I can put the brown and red together, because I don't want you guys to use black, because once you use black, you will get so dark, and then you need to adding a lot of color back in there, but still really dark, and then you just waste a lot of color. So use brown is a good idea. Or if you want something really dark, then you can consider to like using teeny tiny black, but you can just dip the black and then put it on the side of the plane, and then get a little bit, because if you grab a scoop of black, then everything will be black. Okay, so now let's starting getting the bread here. Okay, adding some more paint. We don't want to have too much. The paint need to be thicker, because if you put too too thin, so like now it's kind of thin, but my paint is really good quality, so then you cannot see like on the canvas. Sometimes like those brand is not that good, it's just so watering, or like not like you can see through. For example, this brand is really cheap, but try not to get it. We got it from Costco. It's called Artist Loft, like this brand. But the price is nice, but just not a really good quality. My personal like this brand a lot. It's called Mont M-O-N-T Marte. M-A-R-T-E, and this paint is good. So you see that I already emptied several bottles. This is really good. So I get a white, because I use a lot of white, so I get the whole giant white by myself, like these. Really good. Love it. Because I kind of ran out of that brand, so I just got another one. This is good, but just it's kind of expensive. So if you the kids is not like older kids can get these, But like if you have younger kids, like try to like get, this is like entry level for these, and medium and professional can do these. Okay, so let's keep doing the bread. You can mix a little bit red color on the plane, it's fine. Okay, and then also on the side for that. Okay, since I'm doing two, so I'm going to do the burger. You see that's the bottom. Ooh, wow, it's so dark. Like that. And the bottom. You see, if I have this like I cannot cover that, that means the brush is dry out, so I need to getting more paint. Okay, and then next step is adding another yellow on it. Like you see that every time I just like start with a dot, and then once I got to the bottom, I can adding some other color. This is still like watering, so I would highly recommend that brand Montgomery, but they don't come with the bigger bottle, like either 2L that size or the smaller bottle. Okay, and adding some white inside now. You see that? I always go from this way, and then you see that the color like layer, like brown, medium, white. Like you see that I can. Like when we are doing color, just like do it layer by layer. And then you see that sometimes I do it back and forth, so I can, because since the color is not dry, so I can still blending the color out. For example, same as here, but here is a little bit dry, so I need to do it really fast. Because this like different material have different time to dry out. So you see it now, this picture I already have two like layer. Trying to get a middle color. You see that I need to go back and forth to melt it, okay? Because we don't want to have a line here. If you are using markers, so you can color pencil will be better, because marker is hard to blend it. If you're using color pencil, you need to do it really hard, and then you can blend it as well. Okay, so here like that, and then I also trying to get the color, because now you see that we are not using too much color. We just use 3 color, right? Brown, yellow, and white. These 3 color. Okay, just see the bottom is like more brown, and the middle is more yellow, and the top is more white. Understand? So it's not that difficult, but we need to thinking in our hand in order. So like we are not like, oh, what can I do next? What can I do next? Because we are doing things in layer. Okay, so now the burger sandwich is kind of the hot dog is kind of done, but now I just need to work on a little bit on the edge, and then you see that if I want to do a darker color, I still go on top, and then here, and you can, when you do the dark color, you can also adding some other color, like a little bit red, a little bit blue, to make sure. Too much red. So make sure the red. Okay. Okay, the bread is done. Done bread. Here, like adding some white color to white. Okay, so if you are like having younger kids and then you are doing the color, so you just need to fill out everything, okay? Fill out everything. Oops. Okay, and then the next step for the sandwich is, okay, let me put, sandwich is the meat, because here I already finished the red, but I need to work a little bit more on the red color. And I'm going to work a little bit more on the red color, the darker part, so then I can highlight and then the sausage is done. So you see that I can still using the previous place, like the red color, really dark red color, mix it a little bit green. So here, making the sausage darker part, dark again, darker there. Oh, I forgot. The most important thing is without the sauce. Okay, so maybe I can adding some sauce on it. Like giving a paint, really adding some yellow. Just don't do it pure red, okay? See that? What I'm doing. Try my best to give you guys sauce. But you see that I'm doing this yellow and red color. So get the line first, okay? Because later on I'm going to show you how to, you see that I'm following the shape, okay? Can you see? Yeah, following the shape. Okay. Ooh. And then try to build up. Making sure ketchup is good. I don't want to add mustard because I like ketchup. If you want mustard, you can do it. But try to don't like melt it with the bread, okay? So you see that now I finish adding the sauce, and now I'm going to get a smaller brush. Smaller brush. There's tons of brush here. My daughter put glue stick in this brush. I'm going to teach her how to use paint. Okay. Since we are going to do the shadow right now, so like get. It's not this one. Okay, so now getting some black color. Even though I don't like to use black, but so like you see that this is the only full bottle of the black because I didn't use much black. And then put it on the plate. Actually, you don't need much. Dry brush as well, you see that? Teeny tiny. And then follow the you can also adding some other color in it, even though you can see. What's the point? Because don't make the black pure black, so I'm still adding some red, blue, green inside the black. See that? Okay. See that? Like, just don't try to make like outline. Only do it on one side, okay? And later you can use some brown color. I really want you guys to see. Get it close, 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 close. You see that? I'm going to add in some brown color. Brown color on the top and the bottom to get it connected. Right? And then you can also sometimes use a pure blue. I remember when I doing the Chinese like art test, like the teacher tell us like, oh, this kind of shadow you need to having some like a dark blue, dark green to like fly around the middle. So then the black won't be too boring. Okay, getting the black. Okay, and then at the same time, we need to having another small brush. This is too small. And then get the white. Okay, get the white color. White and the black are the same. Okay, so don't. Like sometimes top, sometimes the bottom. So like you see that? Looks good. I feel so. What do you think? Then, cause previous like it's a little bit pink since the brush paint is not dry, so have some. Okay. Okay, and then let's keep back here for the lovely vegetable. Okay, and usually we try to get the hard brush. Don't get the soft brush for acrylic. For example, like these two brush, like this is really soft and it just good for watercolor or like some liquidy material. And this you can see is really hard. You heard the sound, and this one is so soft. So I recommend this one. Okay. Okay. So now I'm going to adding the vegetable. I remember I did these before, but it's just so dangerous. I worry if it will break. Okay, and then vegetable, a little bit green color combined with the yellow, okay? Yellow and green to become light green, okay? So vegetable. And then sometimes I can adding more yellow. Like some yellow, some green. And then having the vegetable shape. So sometimes like if you don't know what you are doing, totally fine. Because bunch of color, I don't know what I'm doing now. But just get the sense of the color. Just remember, okay? Dark and light, they need to be together, okay? Just don't have everything so dark or have everything so light. Okay, vegetable part is finished, okay? And then let's work on the meat part. heart. Brown. Red. Blue. Green. Make a really dark color. That's the meat. Okay, so and then I need to be really careful to avoid the vegetable shape. Now my color is kind of red, and then oops, I need to blend it, having different color. Because like we try really hard to make the color look like black, but actually it's not black, because if you can use black, that picture will not be that interesting. Okay, and then I have some red. Now you see that. Try to dip the color. Blue, dip a little bit blue. So trying to get the texture for the meat. Okay, and here. It's fun. Just try to avoid the whole, like a big area, same color. Okay. And then, you see that? Like a meat. And next is the bacon. The bacon is dark red color, red with a little bit brown. Do the bacon part. Oh, it's kind of like raw bacon. Somewhat brown. And then use the white for adding some yellow in the back there. Some white. The bacon color is kind of weird. More pinky. Okay, and then there's a cheese on it. Everything have dark and light side, so just make sure like the cheese having a basic color first. More yellow. See that I have the first layer color first, and then I'm going to adding a little bit brown closer to the bread because I don't want to. Now it's getting right the color. So usually like there's two kind of yellow. This is lemon yellow and this is the medium yellow. Like I love use this color because it's not like too bright. Oops. Like this yellow is perfect for the cheese color. Adding a little bit white in there. Okay, so now the next step is the potatoes still work on these a little bit. Okay, so the next step for the burger is, oops, here still a little bit brown. Okay, and then highlight part, like the, remember the vegetable oil? Making a little bit shining here. Okay, and then highlight for the cheese. And then a little bit more. And then highlight for the vegetable. Vegetable line. Some parts still need to get it dark. Okay. Bacon. Oops, green. And then some sashimi. It was not sashimi, sorry. It's sesame. Sesame. Sesame on top of the bread. You see that making some dot. Making some dot. But the dot is not that obvious. How can we do that? So then we need to add in some dark color. You don't need to be that dark, but still have some gray color on it. A little bit. See that be underneath. Okay. Burger. And then here some area like still want to have some shadow. Okay, the burger is done. And then let's focus on the drink. Okay, and then we need to have the shadow for these hot dog shadow. Like you see that I'm still like having a lot of color mixing around the middle, but the side is still like fresh color. So I just pick like, oh, which color I didn't use for a lot, so like I can use that for the bottom, like brown mixed with get the background color. Even darker, a little bit black. You see that? I'm adding the dark color on the bottom, and then the hot dog pops up because like always comparing. Okay, if you have a really light object, how can you make the object is not flying around? So you need to have a really dark color shadow. And then let's do a really browny color, brown color for the paper napkin. Blend, blend, blend. Another dark color for the shadow of the napkin. then the table I want to have. So it's a freestyle paper tabletop. I like gray color because I try to just use the waste color for the table. Brown, brown, brown. You see that I'm trying to make the table. My teacher in high school, I always remember he said like, this is called high class gray color when you're mixing a lot of color together, because now like it's hard to tell like what color you using for the background, because I just used the dust color on the plate, because you see that my plate there's a lot of color, and now I'm kind of using this color. Like, do the table is left and right, left and right, left and right. So then you won't be like too much texture, like left and right, things like that. High class gray. Since I have a lot of blue and purple, so my background, you know what color it is, right? I just used that brand for 2 times, like the burger and this one. I just feel like this paint is still really watery. Because the white color is from that brand, so I think when I do the white, so it just really like cover. Okay, lighter. Now I'm going to okay. Table is done, and here, lovely. Ooh, color my hand. Okay, 10 more minutes, guys. We only have 10 more minutes. We only have 10 more minutes. Time flies. Hope still some people still keep here. Okay, this table is done. Okay, and I'm going to do I would try to do a metal style feeling, like get a little bit blue and purple, and then some white, brown. Okay, get some dark color. The metal is like, you see that the dark color I'm doing is like blue base, blue, yellow, brown base, because that's the color like cold color, since the sandwich is really warm, so I want to cool down. So that's why I'm using this color. And be careful, don't touch the bread. Oh, and also I'm going to do a tiny like hot dot in there. Okay. Left and right is dark and the middle is bright, so then they will have their steel texture. The white in the middle. If I want trying to like blend the color, I always go like one direction. Same for the back. Just do one color. Later on I can blend it back. If you want to share your picture with me once you are done, you can also like share the picture with me. Our email is eart@cathay.com. Enlightening Art. We can like if you want to share your picture with us, so then we can like help you to see how you can improve like which part of your work is good and which part like need to be like a work on it, so then we can help you with that. Okay, and just have a really like solid metal color. So you see that the color is like that, but like you feel like, oh, why it just doesn't look like a metal right now. Don't worry, we are building up the base color. I need to get a little bit my side because the matte, like those metal color, I try to make it like really sharp and clean. So sometimes like the shape I need to control. Okay, and then a little bit white color. Brush is too big. Get a smaller brush. This brand I really like. Simple Simon. This size, the round size, and I like it. Not advertisement, but just to let you know, like after so many different brand brush I use, and I like these the best. Like the metal is just like bunch of like highlighter, and then here I can do like tiny teeny sandwich here. Let's do it in there. Some red color. And some brown. Still inside the gray color, okay. Oh, 4 more minutes. Okay. Need to wrap up. Okay, and then the background, let's do the background really quick. Big brush, light blue background. Some yellow on it to make it. Okay, then I'm doing the background for the light blue color. Do the straw later. You see that I'm always doing left and right, top and bottom. Try not to have too much texture here, so then if I have texture, then I'm going to do left and right, top and bottom. I can like eat in a little bit for the like straw. It's fine because the color's not that dark, so I can still. Okay, and then almost finished for these. I try to having a darker green background. Oh, sorry, tablecloth. See that now? You see that the burger doesn't seems like on the table, so now I'm going to do is getting the shadow. Shadow is the most important. Okay, here's some shadow over there on the tablecloth as well, and then okay, and then the sky will be how about red, mystery, dark blue, purple. I have a colleague, she loves purple a lot, so that's, you see that purple background, because I want to have a like a dark background, so I can cover, because this paper is really thick, so I can cover the side. So is that. Since there's some other color on my brush, so I feel like it's kind of like galaxy. Okay, burger done. And then, last but not the least, is my lovely straw. Let's get her. Oh, I have too much white left. Oh my God. Yellow straw. Okay, yellow straw. Some white color. Okay, extra 2 more minutes. Sorry, a little bit delay. I need to finish that. Okay. Okay. Oh, this door still needs some white color on top. Okay, so then dun 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 finish. Okay. And this burger and hot dog combo. Okay. Okay, so thank you very much for watching. Thank you all so much for coming today and being a part of the Cathay community. As mentioned before, you can continue to learn with us in person in Montgomery County, Maryland, and Howard County, Maryland. Use your code STEAMSTREAM18 STEAMSTREAM18 to get 18% off summer camp in Rockville, Maryland, and Columbia, Maryland. And as always, please remember to like and subscribe. Thank you.